You look
I was
pretty.
talking about both of y'all.
All right, we are live.
Mm-hmm. I keep that one to myself.
Well. The tea is boiling
Brewing.
already.
It's already
Yes.
brewing.
Yeah.
I'm gonna drink to that.
Yeah, you should. Yeah, it was worth the drink to.
Oh,
Well, before we go.
No,
before
we got
go.
a show to do. Let's go.
No, we
go.
don't have a show to do.
Yes, we
Please
do.
talk.
Let's go.
Uh-uh.
I
Talk
mean,
to me.
Yeah.
please, shall we?
Yeah.
Let's get it. What the hell is going on here?
Where's the guitar? That's all we need.
Wait a minute.
This is called the Naked Cowboy. We have the Naked Cowboy from New York and South Kakalaki. All you gotta do is get his guitar, and he's good.
So anything for ratings, right? Anything for clout, right?
Let me get me a shot of this
Y'all
vodka
see
here.
you see the title?
Mr.
You see the
Steele.
title.
Wait a minute. Hold up.
So last show we talked about men dressing up. Is this that?
I've got to share it. I haven't even had time to. This dude. Wait a minute, because I gotta play some music or something.
He would take something off. He ain't got nothing else to take off but the glasses and the boots and the hat.
I cannot. Veronica, do not egg on this foolishness. This some
Veronica, she just let out a scream. That's
You got your 40.
Yes, Victor. Yes. Hey.
All night.
I could see. Oh Lord, let me go to Facebook because I can see the comments start to come in.
I don't even know. So Veronica,
Victor.
I ain't messing with y'all, man.
Hey, Mr. Sammy, close your eyes, Mr. Sammy. Close your eyes, Mr. Sammy.
Where has this show come to?
Let me
so where's Cheryl when you need her?
That was a good one, baby.
That was good, Victor. That was.
I got my shirt on inside out.
Way to start the show, my brother. Way to start the show. Well, guys, welcome to Tangy Tea of Life. This is where we talk about any and everything. And clearly,
twangy
we do.
Twangy tea, not tangy tea tonight. Twangy tea.
Clearly, we do anything as well.
Deanna looking the other way.
Hey, I am your host, Veronica. Back with you on this Thursday night. I have with me Mr. Steele, your girl.
Mr. Steele, your girl.
My co-host.
Mr. No Shirt.
Woo! Have my brother all the way from New York for Team WBLS radio station. Back with us on this Thursday. And my girl, Deanna, back with us tonight.
She has that makeup on flawless.
Flawless.
flawless. And you know her hair is slayed. You know that.
Always.
Always, right? And the nails.
Shouts out to Tiffany at Salon 316 in Darlington.
Okay, Tiffany.
Yes, check her out.
Yeah, I took my daughter there and my son to get his hair braided.
So since we're talking about the hair, I like boss, but check these angles out. Isn't it a perfect cut?
I see.
Yes.
It is.
Yes.
You know, the older the better.
Oh yeah, girl. And this hair's still moving. Yes. Honey.
Yeah.
Body.
Yes.
Yeah. Exactly.
You must have been wearing your bonnet so it didn't sweat out, huh?
Okay.
I'm gonna listen. So bonnets are useful. Sleep on the bonnets now.
You said it, so I got it. I understand.
Sleep on the bonnets.
Okay. Well, what's going on, LaShonda? She's at work checking us out. I hope I'm saying her name.
So you go from no shirt to the shirt and tie, like what?
I mean, just like that.
What are you talking about? I gotta get in character.
Mr. Steal Your Girl.
I gotta get in character. So I'm listening.
Okay, well, we have a letter came to my inbox.
All right.
And we're gonna talk about this. Hopefully we can help this young man out tonight.
We're gonna help him out.
We're gonna try to help him out.
Oh, yes. Like, are you serious?
As long as we ain't got to pump nothing up, we should be all right.
Please tell me at Wilson High School, home of the Tigers, did you get voted best dressed?
Never.
Class clown?
Never. I was never best dressed. I didn't have no money back then.
Class clown?
I was class cutest. Deanna, what was you? Was you best dressed?
For me?
Deanna.
I didn't have no money. Back
so you got money now?
Oh.
I got a little bit.
Your girl, run up your resume.
Come on now.
I got a little bit. You know what I'm saying? I got a little bit of money.
Not 40. Not the 40.
I got a little bit of money. So we're gonna do this show.
Who was in the slow class though? That's what I'm trying to figure out.
Definitely not show? Marvin. I know you're not coming for me.
Oh, I didn't want to put them on. We're gonna do the show.
Ain't nothing slow about me.
Eric said you're sharp tonight, sir.
Eric, do not co-sign this foolishness.
Oh, sorry, Brandon. Let me tone my
let me
tone my bomb down.
You see what I got in the back, Eric?
Oh.
That's that heat check.
Okay.
So Eric must have just joined because clearly he did not see that intro.
Right.
Yeah. I just must say, Mr. Steal Your Girl and Mr. Marvin Tony were hanging out, looked like last week. And looked like y'all were having a good time. Oh, I looked like y'all were having a good time.
Plum foolery.
And Eric Linton.
So do Eric act as crazy as you and Marvin? You don't remember.
I don't even remember. I ain't gonna lie to you.
Victor, if Victor has a red bottom shoes to go with that red bottom brim, he's the man.
So we gonna
No.
He ain't got no red bottom shoes to go with that red bottom brim.
He said he got that money though.
Okay, cash flowing. What's up, Jamel 119 Media Group?
Hey, Jamel.
All right, guys, let's try to help this young man out. And then, of course, Victor going to get in some foolishness.
Some foolishness.
So let's see what we got. Hello, everyone, and welcome to Tangy Tea of Life. For those of you who are joining us now, thank y'all so much. Mr. Sammy, how are you? Katasia, we see everyone out there. Thank y'all so much for joining us tonight. We appreciate you guys. All right, so here it is. Hi, my name is Michael. There's thousands of Michaels out here, okay? So, normally I don't say names, but okay. Could it be you? All right.
His has an S on it, Michael.
Right. Hi, my name is Michael. I am a 21-year-old African-American male living here in Florence, South Carolina. I'm having a difficult time adjusting to the real world. peer pressure, deciding to go to college, or keeping my underpaid job, or pursuing my God given gift, whatever that may be. I mean, life seems to be promising at times, but other times the road of life is very dark. I would like to find a solution to my ups and downs. Is there anything out here that can direct me? Some advice from someone, maybe a testimonial from someone who has dealt with these issues before. Any insight would be greatly appreciated. Sincerely, Michael. He put the last initial, but I'm not gonna go there. But
It's
yes.
Jay. It's Jay.
Okay, yeah. Jay.
Michael Jackson.
Yeah.
Michael Jackson. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So this young guy would like some advice. He's just stepping out pretty much. He's 21 years old, just stepping out into the real world, and he's dealing with a lot, as most young people are these days. So he reached out to us for some help. So we're going to try to give him the best advice that we can. So we're going to be serious a little bit. The tea, we all about laughter, having fun, and but the tea, we talk about any and everything. So tonight we're going to try to help this young man out. And like I said, we jump topics. But right now, what advice can we give this young man? Anybody can start off.
At 21, to be honest with you, bro, you ain't putting in enough work. It's not your turn. The best thing I can tell you to do is, find your lane, wait your turn, stack your money, and when it's time for you to come up, you know what I'm saying, rise to the occasion. I think a lot of us as youngsters, they see older guys and think that that's always been their lifestyle, which all of us has been broke at one point in time because we came into this world and we didn't have a job. We didn't have anything, So I think what he needs to do at 21, if you haven't made any bad financial decisions yet, bro, just enjoy life. You know what I'm saying? Stack your money, save your money, find a career instead of a job. And, that's about all I can say.
Yeah, that's good, Victor. And I feel like you can't listen to everyone when you're making decisions. I know that you're young, but I say that because when I was younger and coming out of high school and things, I was more trying to listen at my parents and trying to please my parents. They didn't want me to go off to college. They didn't want me to do this. They didn't want me to be a flight attendant, and I just feel like, I know everything happens for a reason, because I thank God where I am right now, which is I feel like I'm in a good place right now. I'm blessed in the radio game for so many years, and I have other things going on as well. But where would I have been if I took that flight attendant job, or if I went off to, to another state across the country or whatever to go to college or whatever? Like, where would I be? But like I said, I thank God where I'm at now. But I say that to say, make your own choices. You can get advice from other people, like your parents, your grandparents, your aunts, and your uncles, but you have to make your own choices at the age of 21. Smart decisions. I'm not talking about things that are not right. You know what I'm saying? I'm talking about when it's coming to college, and when it's coming to finding a job. Like, just because your boys is working over here, don't try to go over there just because your boys are working there. Like, venture out on your own, because what they're doing may not be for you. So just make smart decisions and don't live off what other people are thinking and are telling you. Deanna, Fatim.
I would like to say I always pattern my life, because a lot of times, even now, I feel like I should be so much further, and or whatever the case may be. But I have to remind myself that I am exactly where I'm supposed to be. So I would like to say that you are exactly where you're supposed to be in terms of going to college or getting a job or whatever the case may be. You have to be true to yourself. At 21, nobody has it figured out at 21. When I
Right.
was 21, I am not the person now that I was then. So you won't have it all figured out. Kind of like Vic said, make smart financial decisions, because a lot of people are paying the price for decisions that they made at 21. I also want to say, in terms of going to college or finding a career or actually doing nothing, these years go by quick. So
Yes.
you'll look up and you'll be 30 before you know it.
Mm-hmm.
So set goals, long-term goals, which with short-term goals, be realistic about your short-term goals and write them down. Write the vision, make it plain, check them off one by one, and as you reach them, I feel like, and you check them off, it'll encourage you to keep going. But you have to do what's best for you. College isn't for everybody. The military
Right.
isn't for everybody. So
Right.
um some people look up and get good jobs at certain places, and they're able to stay there and retire. So you have to do what's best for you. Consider advice from everybody, but all advice is not good advice, and you don't have
Exactly.
to listen to it or be true to anybody but yourself.
So
Facts.
yeah, so I think all of you all shared some good advice here to brother Michael. And Michael, I was in a similar boat with you, and it's amazing that I graduated high school. I graduated out of engi- uh, engineering technology, and then I went to college, and I skipped out of two scholarships for baseball, and I wound up going to another college, and I took tech electronics. And I'll be honest with you, I've never worked a day in that field. And I was offered a job in college by, at that time, Bell Labs, which became Lucent today. But what I would say, everybody has given advice that I would have given you. I didn't want to sound preachy, but something you all said, and I'll sound a little preachy, and then I'll get to the point I want to get to. The preachy part is, I like what Vic said. A lot of times, we as adults, we tend to look at hindsight, look back, and realize things that if we could do it over again, like Vic said, stack your money. Having a child when you're not ready to have a child. So you got to do the things that you got to protect yourself. You got to stack your money, and you got to agree with what Deanna said. Make short-term goals and long-term goals. Why? Because short-term goals allows you to see your progress. Long-term goals allows you to stretch it out and work towards those goals. But my advice to you, because I heard what you said about that low-paying job, and I heard that. If you're not happy there, then switch. If you're going to go that direction and work, if
But
you're
I
going to
would
go to
also, I'm sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off.
if you're going to go to school, then have a plan in place. And how do you go to school? But this is what I tell everybody. I have like 3 or 4 careers, and what I've told young people when I spoke on career day for the past 5 years at elementary and junior high schools. Be the best that whatever you do, be the best at whatever you do, because you never know if you're going to remain there or not. I listened to Victor talk about the technical job that he does, and I appreciate it because I'm a technical person. I listen to what Sister Veronica says about radio because I'm in radio. But I walked away from a job wanting to get into radio. But whatever you do, Michael, be the best at whatever you do. And that's how you accumulate wealth. That's how you accumulate knowledge. And you build friendship, and you build a base that maybe that you can build on one day.
Very good advice from everyone. Deanna, you were saying something.
Also, don't take the lower paying jobs for granted, especially if they are in a field that you're interested in going in, because for a lot of jobs you got to have some experience. So I'm not saying you stay there forever, but what I'm saying, build your resume.
Yeah, everyone has to start from somewhere.
You see what
Um,
Jessica Blakeney said? She
Jessica.
says, I found that college degrees aren't necessary unless you're going into medical engineering or teaching. I would look into certificates to start off with. See, so like the team said, people don't realize how much welders really make.
Yeah.
Um, people don't understand how much pipe fitters.
Well, that's because everybody is all about, oh, you got to go to a 4-year college. You got to do,
Well, it's not everybody. That's what's been drilled into our heads
That's what
by our
that's what I
parents.
mean.
And our parents wasn't knowledgeable about a lot of these jobs. So a lot of times what pisses me off in my field, and Fatim can maybe kind of talk about it, is that we have to exceed the minimum expectations just to get a damn look at, where some of them is barely meeting the minimum expectations, and they'll get the job versus over us.
Right.
It's not just your field. I promise you that.
And I wanted you to say that, and I needed you to say that. So
yeah, it's not just your field. I mean, that's just how it is in a lot of cases for people of color. It's just what it is. So a lot of times when our generation, I don't know if we're not all in the same generation, but we all heard go to college, get a degree. So we're thinking we're going to college, we're getting a degree. Nobody educated us on what to get a degree in. So the 4-year degrees were what was pushed into our heads. So now that a lot of African Americans are leveling up and we're getting the 4-year degrees, now it's almost like we don't have people in trades anymore because people got away from trades.
That's what Natasha just said. Yeah.
So now we got to get back to the trades, and the trades are where the money is, especially if you know that you wasn't the smartest in school or school is not for you. You gotta,
Let's go with Michael. Michael says college isn't for everyone, and college doesn't mean you'll get the job or career in your field. Just find out what you're good at and focus on that. And that's the truth.
Yeah. Well,
go ahead. I'm sorry. Yeah. Go ahead.
Okay. I just want to say that you can find out what you're good in, but sometimes you don't know exactly where you want to go at. That's why I say, if I give you the four careers I've done, from electronics to data center computer to mail room to radio producer, now radio host, that's like 5 different jobs at the end of the day. And, and that's why I said, I agree when he says about focus on whatever you're doing at that particular time and be the best at it. But again, you don't have to be locked in. You just have to make yourself worthy, and you never know what opportunity may present itself. Where I'll give example, Victor's working on a job, right? And he runs into a young person who is in college or in high school and is showing some technical interest. And there's an opportunity at a apprentice job where he or she could come in at the level, but still make $15, $18 an hour. Then Victor may say, hey, I know a young person, here's an opportunity. You never know when an opportunity is going to present itself. That's why you got to be the best at whatever you do.
Let's go back to Michael's comment. He says, I'm an armory recruiter, and I can definitely talk to him about joining the military. It was a way for me to jumpstart my career. So that's a good option.
So let me say this. So Jessica, I want to bring up a good point. Jessica says, I've always wanted to be a massage therapist. Mm-hmm. All right. And she says, excuse me, I'm sniffling because I didn't take my allergy medicine in a couple of days. But I was always told college, because massage therapy is a side venture. I've seen high paying jobs in that industry, not to mention you could always own your private practice. So Jessica, I ain't trying to be funny, but if you ain't doing nothing extra, you ain't making no damn money. Jessica, you gonna have to do something extra. You know what I'm saying? That tip money, and you probably can.
I think I kind of disagree. If you start off as a massage therapist,
are you laughing at that?
Yeah, the reason why, because
what I'm saying,
I remember
is that them Chinese women, they do extra shit. That's how they get all the money.
That's crazy.
If Jessica, if you not
get
doing
them 6 figures,
if she's not doing the happy endings, you ain't getting.
Nah,
we ain't coming. Jessica,
leave
we
it
ain't coming.
To you.
Yeah, I think the beauty of what Victor just said is interesting. What Victor said. Now, Jessica, I don't know if you're in South Carolina or whatever,
She's
But
in
it's
South
amazing.
Carolina.
Okay, good. So it's amazing what Victor said. Now, I don't know the whole landscape of South Carolina, Florence, Darlington, but what I will say is when I look at certain places with nails and this, that, and the other, I am seeing some of the Asian folks that are doing it. And a lot of times people of color, black people are looking for our own to do that kind of work. And they can recommend other people. And trust me, when you're a massage therapist with a degree, your charges are not what you think. And at the end of the day, a massage therapist can make some real good money. And if you work hard and you own your business, that's a six-figure job.
I
Six-figure job.
Well, she ain't
I
making six
think
figures unless I could walk out of there with my mind cleared. That's all I'm saying. But it is what it is. Jessica, do you? But just know I ain't coming. So it's what it
I
is.
think
God,
you
Especially
dog.
if you're running a
You
legit business. I ain't coming.
you
you
don't know
have
if
to
you
just
ain't gonna be
I ain't
coming
coming.
if
I ain't coming.
What?
you have to just know
Well,
it
I'm
may
coming,
take some
but I
time.
ain't, you know.
It may take some time to build your practice. And it's one of those things I
right.
feel, and this is just my opinion, that it may work for white people or people of other races, but we have to work harder to be those things and to do those things. I'm not saying not do it, but what I'm saying is it may take some time to, build yourself up to those six figures for teen talking about, because we are in the South.
Yeah, well, I'm gonna just say this: if and what pisses me off is when we glorify, for instance, and I applaud 50 Cent, the rapper, for the from growing from a street guy to where he's a mogul. But I just hate when we glorify negativity. And we glorify drugs, we glorify violence at the end of the day. So I hear what you're saying, Deanna, but I'm motivated and I'm pushing this sister here because if she does it from a perspective of her creating her own business, then I believe in you, sister. And I think we have to encourage each other. And I'm not saying you're discouraging her, but I want to encourage someone, black, female, male, because we don't have that too many times, encouraging folks to get out there and do. And yes, yeah, we do have to work a little bit harder, Deanna, but at the end of the day, the payoff may be worth it.
Yeah. And that's exactly right, Jessica. Good things take time, but it is
Yeah,
about mindset as well.
definitely about that.
Yeah. Let me see. It was another comment I wanted to go to. Hey,
And
Steve, go ahead.
I also want to say, for me, for some people, the end result is money. They want a high paying job. I mean, money is good for all of us. But for some of us, like me, I do what I love. I absolutely love what I do every single day. And I'm also realistic about the fact that when you're in education, you may make decent money, but you know, it some things you have to do a trade-off. So some people may make six figures and hate going to work every day.
Exactly.
But some people like me are in the field that they want to be in, and the payoff is that they do what they love every day. So you also have to take those types of things into consideration
Yeah.
as
And
well.
I think that's very important. You could be making at a six-figure job or whatever, but are you really happy? Are you happy going to that job every day? I prefer going to something that I love doing than to be
Yeah,
going
yeah.
waking up every morning and going to a job that I hate. Like
Give me the
that's
tell
money.
you.
I could be
that's the
happy when I'm off.
worst.
Give me
Well,
the
you
money,
you're
and I can
different.
be
You're a
happy when
different
I'm off.
breed, though.
Yeah, I may.
It,
It's interesting what Victor said, and some people are motivated by the money. And
Yeah.
when I worked in the computer field, I worked 3-day work week, no every other weekend, just 3-day work week, and I made a certain amount of money, but I didn't like management. I didn't like being talked down to at the end of the day. I had to fight for promotions, and then all of a sudden, radio came and producing and not only producing in New York, but producing on a nationally syndicated show with Reverend Sharpton. And I'll be honest with you, it's not one day that I woke up as a producer or even as a radio host now that I dread going to work. I just don't wake up dreading, oh, I got to do this. Now I'm working a little harder because I have taken on some extra projects. I just dropped the project today after 3 or 4 years. But the other projects I picked up It's a little bit more money now. And at the end of the day, you got to get paid your worth, but you got to work towards it to get paid your worth, and you have to be recognized about your worth.
Right.
Well, and see,
I
that's the thing when it comes to radio, though. You know, radio is so laid back. Like we don't have people breathing down our necks and things to get things done, and that's the great thing about the profession that we're in.
Right.
when I
Because
left,
going to another job, I'm sorry, Deanna, going to another job like at Blue Cross or somewhere like that, where you're sitting at a desk 8 hours a day, and because like when I was at Fleet for that short period of time and just having managers walk up and down, just making sure you're doing what you got to do, I'm like,
With the bank or the Enema fleet, which one?
Fleet funded.
Fleet funding, yeah.
Oh, okay.
Go ahead, Deanna. Then I'm gonna get to
so
some
when
of these comments.
I left a job after probably about, I think, 6 years or so, and I did some, and I loved it. Don't get me wrong, I just couldn't grow there, and I did something that I hated for nearly 1 month, and it wasn't even a whole month, and I was so glad to get from out of that to go back to doing what I love. So I know I refuse to do something I'm miserable doing because I had the experience of doing something that I love. I will not. I cannot.
Let me say this. So, a lot of guys will take the high paying job to get the woman that they want. I need for y'all to understand that.
Okay.
A lot of guys do things for money to get the woman that they want. Not the woman they deserve, but the woman that they want.
I agree with that.
So
I agree with that.
If a lot of men did what they wanted to do for a living, they probably wouldn't make the money that they're making now. So there's guys out here that makes, 100, 2, 3, $400,000 a year. These CEOs, and they're stressed out, but they have that trophy wife. They have that wife that sits at home, and that's what they want. But do they really deserve that? I don't know. But that's what they want. So if you ask that man, are you doing exactly what you love doing? They may or may not tell you the truthful answer. But a lot of guys rather just sit back, relax, do something that's really low, like little stress, and be with a good-looking woman. But y'all so money hungry.
Who the hell is y'all?
Yeah. Y'all so money hungry that y'all require so much that we have to get that good paying job just to be competitive in this dating market.
Well, that's why that's why when we gave Michael this advice as a 21-year-old, and I don't know if it was you, Victor, or Veronica or Deanna, about talking about, I think it was you, Victor, about staying in that lane. And I just think you have to pay your dues, as you mentioned. And I graduated with a college degree. I was the outstanding minority student at my college with the highest GPA out of a Black person. And I had to take a job in the mailroom at Billboard magazine. It's the top music magazine at 9,000. This is back in '83. Dating myself, but hey, this is what it is. And it was $9,000. I was still living with my parents. So I wasn't thinking about no female from that perspective of worrying about that, just having money in my pocket. But then I worked my way into the computer room. They gave me $13,000. I came to them and wanted a raise and said, I need 16 to 17. They said, no, we're not going to give it to you. So I did, put my resume together, went to an agency and got 18. The next year, got 19. And every time it's went up. Went up and it's built up. And from there, you understand, I'm not going to go where I'm at now, but I'm in a good, decent place at the end of the day. But I had to put the time in. I had to put the work in. So don't rush life, because that's what our parents have told us when we were younger. When we are younger, we want to get older and we want to do all these things. But then when we get a little older, we wish we were younger. Take your time, my brother. Enjoy life. And like I said, I think their best advice has been given on here. But I hear what you're saying, Victor. But if people start putting women ahead and at a young age, I think that's they're going in the wrong direction. Unless you get with somebody, you have a child, and then you decide that that's going to be your wife and you're going to invest in that, then that's a little different. But if you're just doing it just to be glamorous and trying to get a woman and impress her, that's the wrong way of going about it, bro.
Are y'all taught that as men? Or y'all just...
No, I don't know if it's taught, but you know what? Yes, it's taught. It's taught because we hear our mothers telling our female counterparts to get a man with a good job. And we hear our mothers praising our fathers for having a good job.
Yeah.
So it's almost like you in between a rock and a hard place. It's like you do what you want to do, or do you do what pays the bills? So, to be honest with you, I salute a lot of police officers because on paper they don't make a lot of money, but them little side hustles they do, I get it. But I don't think I at one time I wanted to be a cop, but I wasn't going to be a cop for the right reasons. I was going to be a cop just to steal. I ain't going to even lie to you.
Did you say steal?
Yeah, hell yeah. I ain't going to lie to you. That was the only reason I wanted to be a police officer. And God saw fit for that not to ever happen. Because I ain't going to lie to you, the first day on the job, I probably would have took something.
A whole thief.
But, I mean, those guys put their lives on the line every day for $24,000, $28,000 down here. Right. That ain't no money. So if they steal something, do you blame them? I mean, I don't, but that's what it is.
And that goes back to
that's not fair though, but
people doing what they love. You have, for some careers, you have to have a passion for it.
You have to.
There's no way teachers that have been doing it for a long haul do not have a passion for it. There's no way that good police officers who are doing it for the long haul do not have a passion for it. Like, you just have to be
gifted. I got a passion for stealing, but I mean, I get it.
Yeah, but at the end of the day,
what
you
gotta
set yourself. Money.
I'm busting up with drug dealers.
Yeah, but
drug dealers, money runners, all that.
That's what he's talking about. But see, why put yourself? See, that's what I'm saying. You got to have a game plan. That's why young folks have to, at the end of the day, talk with some seasoned people, because I heard what the other gentleman said about the army. I wasn't going in nobody's army at that particular time.
No, sir.
But I'm not saying it's not a good place. I have family members that are in reserve, male and female, that are doing a great job. They made careers and they're doing fine. I have even some family in South Carolina that is in the armed services, and kudos to them as a female, and my cousin. And I salute them at the job they do to protect us and to protect this country. I appreciate that. But at the end of the day, I would have a game plan. So what Victor said, he wanted to be a cop. Now, if I wanted to be a cop, I would have went and did some college degrees, because once I get that college degree, it gives me the opportunity to move up faster, because you understand that $38,000 job within 2 years, you can take that into $58,000 or $60,000, because it gives you the opportunity. I know in New York City, you can be, if you go in the service with a college degree, you can become an officer quicker. So you gotta have a game plan. And if you go out there blindly and don't have no advice, then I don't know what to tell you. Have a plan.
And it's okay to not have it all figured out at 21. Those are the years you should be figuring it out. Like, it's okay.
Yeah.
Okay, here we go.
Well, y'all ain't want to talk.
I mean, we watching you get undressed, and what going on
so we
tonight?
Good now.
Yeah, he was hot and bothered with that
damn
noose around his damn neck.
So what are you talking about?
Let me see. I'm trying to get some of these comments.
Oh, wait a minute.
Shanika says, wait, go ahead, Fatine.
Deanna and Veronica.
Yes.
Would you advise a young lady in when I use the word reputable establishment, where the establishment is looking out and protecting the women, would y'all recommend a young person who may want to go to school that need to foot their way through school? Would you recommend them stripping?
Um,
And that pays good money.
I mean,
Would
That
I
that's
recommend?
that's what I say, because it
No,
pays.
but
You
would
can
I?
make six figures easily in that
I
field.
wouldn't recommend, and I wouldn't judge. Um,
yeah.
I would definitely not recommend. And the reason being, and I'm not judging, but the reason being, I understand that at 21, 18, 19, 20, 21, we make decisions and we don't think about the long term effects. Um, so sometimes I'm not even proud of things I did when I was that age. So I wouldn't recommend, but I wouldn't judge. I would, let them know that they have to be able to live with themselves at the end of the day. So
Yeah.
Veronica?
Well, once upon a time, a girl named Veronica thought about being a stripper.
Mhm.
Never went, with.
and there's nothing wrong with
Shut up, Victor. Why are you looking like that?
a lot of people do. And a lot of people
I
who go
mean,
off to school actually try it.
it wasn't like I was like,
And
oh my God, I want to be a stripper. But I mean, I did. I used to practice in my cousin's house, coming down the stairs, and
Yes.
that's why
but
you do
I
that
would.
dance class
With
now.
that hair.
So you do that damn dance class now.
Ain't nobody want to see neither one of y'all naked. So let's.
That's a lie.
Speak for yourself.
The reason why I asked that, because I'm not putting y'all in the category of that, but Kim Kardashian made a video with Ray J, and became very, very, very popular. I mean, of course, her last name was Kardashian, so she had a famous father. But you look at Kim Kardashian's brother, who went out with the black girl. I can't call her name.
Black
She
China.
made Black China. Thank you, brother. Black China made money by stripping. By you talking about the rappers, they drop money out
But
there, and this woman made a lot of money. She didn't have to go to the back room and do things that some people don't even look to do, because she was good at it. You look at Cardi B. She comes out of that world about stripping. You understand? So I understand. I did a point. I posed the question to you. Y'all answered it at the end of the day, and I would hate for
Yeah.
my daughters to strip at the end of the day. But if they decided that was something, my daughter's here now. I mean, once you're grown, and you put yourself not in a unprotective way,
Yeah, I
Veronica,
wouldn't recommend it, but I wouldn't, I
I
wouldn't
wouldn't
knock no one for.
encourage it. I wouldn't
right.
encourage it. But
Right.
at the end of the day, if it's a means to attain an end, if it's not an end, but if it's a means to attain an end, because one of my cousins became a bartender and she wore nice little skimpy clothes, but I didn't know till she got that RN degree. When she became an RN, and she was like, I put myself through school
Right.
bartending and becoming one of the top bartenders in the country. I applauded her, and I talk about it today, because she had a plan and she had a means to attain an end. That's what I'm saying.
I'm not
Go
saying
ahead,
that.
Victor.
please put Jessica comment on it when she was talking trash about me, because I didn't. We didn't. You put it up there, then you took it down, because I wanted to address that.
Trash.
Who was it?
Talking
Was it
trash.
Shanika?
No, Jessica. It was
This
Jessica.
one?
Oh, there it is.
That's Shanika.
I'm sorry,
Hey,
Shanika.
Shanika.
Oh,
I
oh, that's
disagree.
your people's.
That's
I
a
know
Talking
Fleming.
her. We
trash.
work
That's a
together.
Fleming. That might be my people.
So she says I disagree with you, Victor. A lot of us aren't high maintenance and work to provide for ourselves. So, Miss Shanika, understand that that's something that Veronica, me, myself, and Deanna talked about last Tuesday about the independence. You know, sometimes y'all are so independent, you feel like you don't need a man. And we are so independent, we feel like we don't need a female. So I challenge you to go back through our archives and look at some of the topics that we talked about, discussing what she was saying. But I see where she's coming from, but you know,
And
I
high
don't agree
maintenance
with it.
is relative. Some people think if you wear nails, you're high maintenance. Some people think if you get your hair done every 2 weeks, you're high maintenance. So, Shanika, I get it because we do provide for ourselves, sis.
I think if it becomes high maintenance if you are paycheck to paycheck and you're struggling, but you're putting those things over some of the priorities that you have to do. Then I think that you become high maintenance. I think that there's nothing wrong with doing your nails and doing your hair every 2 weeks or whenever you tend to do it when you can do it, and it's not a problem. It's not problematic. You ain't got your hand out looking for someone else to do it for you. And then it's not high maintenance, but it becomes high maintenance if you got someone else paying for it at the end of the day, or you or you struggling to pay for it, and you what are you doing? Robbing Peter to pay Paul.
But you know what? Cheryl says something. She says high maintenance is fine when you can maintain
There you
yourself.
go. That's
Yeah.
But
it.
this is the thing, and I'm gonna say this, and I'm gonna put my foot in my mouth.
Uh-oh.
You should not, if you're high maintenance, you should not maintain yourself because it's. I
So the man
I
should
don't want to
maintain
say it.
us.
You put a little bit more than your foot in your mouth on
So
I
that
don't
so
one.
the
want to say.
man should maintain us.
I feel like if we're
Uh-oh.
together and there's a certain look or a certain way that I would like for you to look, then that's my responsibility. So if you have a certain way that you want to look, then if
Then the man should maintain that too, because she's high maintenance.
no, that's not what I'm saying. So let me say this. So let's say me and Veronica got together. And I said, and I met Veronica, she got the braids in her hair. I said, oh, Veronica, I love the braids. I love this. And she like, well, Vic, I want to go natural. I said, well, Veronica, I like the braids. If Veronica say, well, Vic, I'm going to need for you to, if you want me to have the braids, then you need to pay for it. Okay. I need to pay for the braids because that's what I like.
So that's
You know
you just maintaining that particular look. When
It-
I think of high maintenance, I think of a whole bunch of stuff. Like
But how to me, high maintenance is I am altering your look from what you want to look like. That's
What about the person that is high maintenance on what they want,
they
Victor?
want,
What
right?
they want. Hell with what you want, what they want. If you want them to be high maintenance and you're willing to pay for that, then they're not being high maintenance. You're, as a spouse or as a person in their life, you're willing to give them that look. We're talking about a person that wants that look for themselves. They want that car, they want that house, they want the children to be in every fashionable piece of clothes. That's high maintenance. At the end of the day, that's what they want. But if you want that, it's not. I don't see the woman being high maintenance. You're just supporting something that you like, and I agree. I don't think that they are high maintenance if they're not requesting that.
I think some. Let me say this, and
Vic, Noah said hush.
Again, I'm gonna put my foot in my mouth.
Put more than your foot in your mouth. But keep going.
Some guys need to date in their price range.
So I said that a few weeks ago.
I know, but remember, I told you that I don't see a problem with women being gold diggers or labeled as gold diggers. So, and I know, and I'm not in the comment section because I got Jessica's comment pulled up because I want to kind of discuss that. But I want to say this: a lot of guys will talk shit about a woman because they
can't have her.
I can't say can't have her. They can't afford her. And there's nothing wrong with anybody putting a price tag on themselves. But the problem is that us men, we don't put a price tag on ourselves. We don't say, well, I don't want a woman that is going to fall below this. She makes under this. No man has ever said that. All we says is if she got a fat ass, if she got some big breasts, or she got some pretty lips, or she look good, I'm going to sleep with her and have kids with her. we don't ever put a financial price tag on the women, but we shit on women that put a financial tag on us, and that's wrong. That is wrong. Because
Hit the bell.
huh?
Hit the bell for team.
I don't quite agree with everything, but I
But
hit the
but that's
bell.
the truth. So think about it. Think about it for team. So
I
right
hear you.
now, I got 2 daughters. I don't want my daughters dating no broke man.
Mm-hmm.
I don't.
But how about if he's for her? How about if he's the right guy for her? He treats her with all respect. Like,
that's on her. That's on her. I just said I don't want my daughters dating no broke man because I want my daughters to be financially secured.
and what is broke? Are you talking
I
about
don't
no
know.
job?
That's
I
relative.
don't know. I can't answer that question. I don't know what broke is.
Well, you say you don't want your daughter to date a broke guy. So
let me say this. The amount of money I make, someone in a different tax bracket might think that I'm broke. Broke is all relative.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? A guy that works at McDonald's might not necessarily be broke, but a woman might consider him broke. Oh, you don't make this. You don't have this. You can't do this for me. Then you're broke.
So,
but a lot of guys, we don't look at each other like that. Y'all throw that term. Women throw that term broke around more freely than what we throw that term broke around.
Deanna, question for you. What is considered broke?
I can answer that right
I
away.
just feel like if you're not able to
Pay your
maintain the bare necessities and still save some, I guess. I don't know.
But
Can
how
I
do you
say
know?
something? Go ahead. I'm sorry.
No, go ahead.
I really don't know how to answer that.
I mean, because y'all keep saying broke. I wouldn't date a broke dude.
I didn't say that.
No,
I'm trying to figure out what is broke.
So let me say this. Jessica, I asked Jessica to comment back something. So Jessica said, you're not going to find the comment because it's way up there. It said, it's not all about a man with a high paying job. Nobody wants someone who works for bare minimum, and it's okay with that. It's all about his drive, and if he wants more and is working towards more, then that's what he currently has. So
there you go.
I
like that.
I feel like, yeah, that's the comment that I wanted her to put up, that I wanted you to put up there a few moments ago. But I feel like
was this
term broke? Yeah, that's it right there. I feel like the term broke is all relative.
Yes.
Yeah, it is. It is relative, but I go with what Deanna says. When you cannot pay your bare necessities, then I think that is being broke. And I must say, I put myself on Front Street for a moment, that I've been bad managing money. And since I've gotten older and some opportunities have presented themselves and opportunities, now I realize at the stage of where I'm at in my life, I have to make a readjustment. And if I was in my 30s, I got a little bit more time to play with, but I'm not in my 30s now. So making a little bit more money, I want to cut my expenses. I want to save more. I want to invest more. I want to do certain things where I can become a homeowner, not pay the high rent, but have a smaller mortgage, and maybe invest into some land in a home that I can make money while I'm sleeping. So that's where you have to have a game plan and be smart. But I just think, go ahead.
No, go ahead and finish. I ain't meant to cut you.
I just wanted to say, being broke, again, is as simple as I said. You can't pay your bare necessities. And if you can't pay your bare necessities, then, as Victor is saying, then that person is broke to another person that's looking in, because that person can't really provide. If they can't provide for themselves, they can't provide for someone else.
Let me say this. Natasha made a point and Cheryl made a point. So Natasha says, women, we get stuck on being independent.
I agree.
That's a good point.
I'm gonna tell you something. Veronica, Deanna, we both agree that the Tonys need to. They
need to join us.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And then Cheryl said everyone is not going to be rich. And I get that, but it's not about being rich. It's about being stable.
I just
That's the
don't
whole
want
thing. Huh?
I just don't want people looking at this show and thinking, you know, everybody have to start somewhere. And when
What?
y'all say, I don't want my daughter dating broke, or I don't want a broke guy, I don't, it's like y'all all about money. Now
Well,
everybody don't start off making a lot of money. Let's
well, I
let's
was
let's
going.
let's get it clear. This
Veronica.
guy that, let me finish. This guy that wrote this letter is 21 years old. He have to start from somewhere. He can't start off making six figures out here in
Right,
this world.
right.
So
Veronica,
we all have to start somewhere.
listen. Let me say this. Where I live now is not where I was living at 10 years ago. All right. I moved up. But there are people that live in a smaller house than what I live in now that has way more than what I have. I think that when people look, they try to impress each other. You can live in a single wide trailer and be happy and be and have money to spend and go
Be
wherever you
content.
want to
Yeah.
go.
Yeah.
So not once did I shit on anybody. When I say I want my daughters to be financially secure, I want you to stay in your lane. So when I say that there's some guys that need to date in their price range, understand that there's women out there that require these things.
Right.
If
That's
you
true.
can't supply these basic needs, then this is not the woman that you need to have.
That's not your lane you should be in.
That's not your lane. If this
So
woman says, I need my hair done every week and I want you to pay for it. I need my nails done every week. I want you to pay for it. I need my car note paid. I need this. I need that. Bruh, don't shit on her for what she says she wants. That's not the woman for you. Find you somebody who's going to love you for the amount of money you make. That's it.
And not love you for who you are.
Right. Well, no, I agree. I think it's both ways.
You twisting it.
No, it's just that Victor, you're putting more emphasis on the money part, and what Veronica is basically saying, that it's not always all about the money. It's about other things at the end of the day.
You got to bring more to the table for me.
Exactly.
I'm sorry. You got to bring more than money.
Yeah.
Like, it's all well and good that you're able to pay bills and, we eat at fancy restaurants, but you got to bring more to the table.
Or you could be miserable because this person got a lot of money, but you're miserable because it happened. Exactly. So that's why it has to be a balance. That's why you got to know yourself. But I do respect what Victor's saying about understanding your lane, but I just don't limit it to money. But I do understand that sometimes we do as men, because of our ego, we step out of our lane to impress women. And sometimes when we are trying to impress women, we go beyond our means. So I do agree with him from that perspective.
So can I say this? As a female who's on this show a lot, and we laugh and we joke a lot, and we talk about money a lot, and by any means, I can be viewed however I'm viewed. It doesn't matter because I know who I am. But at the end of the day, we all need money. Money in and of itself is not bad. Money in and of itself is not good. But we all need it, and we all
that's how the world goes round. You need money.
Different things to maintain whatever lifestyle we want to maintain. So if there's somebody who is okay with somebody making whatever they make, it's okay. It's okay. It's all about who you are, what you're satisfied with, what whomever you're with satisfied with. But there's nothing wrong with somebody saying, okay, I leveled up, so I'm gonna need a man who's leveled up, or I want Cam, my son, to have more than what I have, or to be with someone who is as I don't know, equal or whatever.
What the hell you clapping at? And you be down and you always saying, y'all women, all y'all want is money. But you clapping at what Deanna is saying.
But I've always said there was nothing wrong with that. That's why I'm clapping. I never listen. I want to date outside my price range, but I can't because the rules are set. There's a double standard there.
Oh, definitely.
But that's the norm. If for a woman to date down, you'll very rarely see that.
That's not true.
Well, let me.
Yeah. Well, I wanted to
I
say
say
that
very rarely because it ain't that many.
Yeah.
When I say dating down, I'm talking about like a millionaire dating a regular guy,
right?
And he's not really working,
right?
But
unless she's
I'm not talking about two people.
Yeah, because you
that
do
work,
have a lot of
she
people
makes
dating
more.
down.
Yeah.
Huh?
You do have a lot of people
dating down.
What,
but
what I'm saying is that I'm not talking about like the last letter. She was making more money than him. That's to me, that's not dating down because both of them had jobs and they both were doing what they were doing. What I mean by dating down is that she is working, making a good substantial amount of money, and he's not doing anything.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. There's a lot of.
No, you can't say there's a lot. You can't say
but
there's
dating
a lot.
down from
I can say what I know. I know quite a few people that live like that.
Yeah.
So you know more. So you know more women that is dating men that don't have a job than men that.
I didn't say that. I say I know quite
a lot
few.
both ways.
Yeah. Well, let me ask you this.
I didn't say it was more.
What you call a lot?
I mean, it's just from my small little framework of
so
people.
What do you call a lot?
Yeah. Well,
because
let me ask you this.
There's 9 billion people in the world.
Yeah. Let me ask you this, Victor. Let me ask you this. So I'm talking to a family member who's in the South, who's in the Florence, Darlington area. He said that. And something she said to me today, that I was just talking about seasoned women and, you know, how some older men like younger women, this, that, and the other. And she brought up how some of the younger women are dating older men. And it's not that they are into older men. They are into what the older men have.
Yeah.
And that's why they are with the older man. Exactly. I'm not going to go as far as the sugar daddy, but it does fit. Now, not every woman fits this bill, Veronica and Deanna, but there's a lot of women that do fit this bill.
Yeah, I mean, a lot of women go for that. A lot of women look for men that can take care of them. Like they don't want to work at all, or they don't want to work as hard. They're looking for a man to take care of them, and to each its own.
Mm-hmm.
But is it wrong for a woman to take care of a man that
if
makes
that's
the good money?
That's their choice, right? That's their choice.
It's not. It's socially, that's a problem. That's a problem. Socially,
to you,
that's a problem. I'm saying society would say that's a problem.
Frown on that.
Yeah,
that's
society
what I'm saying.
would frown on that.
Would I do it?
It's
different than me caring if somebody else do it. I don't care.
I would love for a woman to take care of me.
But I want to address dating down from a woman's standpoint. Dating down is different than how you kind of put it. You put it like a rich woman dating a poor man. For women dating down, what I would consider dating down is
let me put my light skin face on.
Well, I've only used that term in terms of people who are in a relationship and they cheat with someone who is not considered the same caliber of woman than the person he's with. So that's, to me, is dating down. It's not financially always. Is what the point I'm trying to make. It's not always financial.
That's
my opinion.
That's relative. Veronica, before I verbally attack Deanna,
yes, well.
Natasha said it's a choice to deal with someone when they don't make a lot of money. That should not be a bad thing. If you don't want to deal with, I guess, someone because of someone's financial status, dating your price range.
Sound like what you said.
Deanna, I'm gonna have to get on you.
It's a choice to deal with some. It's a choice to deal with some when they don't make a lot of money. That should not be a bad thing if you don't want to deal with it because of someone's financial status. Dating your price range.
And Victor said that earlier.
How do you know it's in your price range when you start talking to someone?
Well, see, once you get to know them, and she says, further down that love don't pay bills.
That's right.
So
that's true, but I'm
Deanna,
telling you,
really,
I
You
want
need
somebody
money.
that's gonna love me, not someone that just gonna pay bills
I
and
want
just
both.
so
yeah,
Veronica.
okay.
Yeah, but if they love you and can't pay a bill, then what?
So yeah, exactly. So Veronica, listen?
It got to be a
All
balance. Got
women,
to be a
in my
balance.
eyes,
There's got to be
all
a
women.
balance, but go ahead.
I think in my eyes, all women are beautiful. All women can get whatever they want because y'all have that magic money box in between your legs, and y'all don't use it to your damn advantage. You can sit here, but y'all don't use it. So what I'm saying is, y'all will settle for less.
I'm damn sure
I
ain't
don't
getting
get it.
to lose. I'm damn sure ain't getting to open my legs for somebody to pay my damn bills. You got that right.
Why?
Why hell? I'm not that girl.
Wait a minute. I think you missing what I'm saying. What I'm saying is, y'all have 3 or 4 guys that's pursuing you, maybe 5, 6, 12, and y'all will pick the guy that has less.
Maybe that's the guy that's treating me with respect. Maybe that's the guy that's treating me like a lady. So I just supposed to deal with this guy that treating me like shit just because he can pay my bill.
I didn't say that. I never said that. See, you're taking it to the extreme. If all these men are equally treating you well, why not pick the guy that makes the most money? Why pick the guy that you can, quote unquote, is a liability? That's all I want to know. Because sometimes I'll see women out there and they'll be like, well, she got 2 or 3 bankruptcies based on the dude that she picked.
She picked him. She has to live with that.
You're right. So I'm just asking, why do y'all do that?
Right. Because he said if the guys are all treating you right, then why go for the liability? I think that's a legitimate question. That is a legit question. If all the guys are treating you well, then why pick the liability? That makes sense. That makes sense.
He didn't break it down like that at the beginning. He
but
didn't
that's
break
what
it.
I said.
No, you said. Go ahead, Deanna.
He preached compatibility all the time.
Yeah, because y'all getting on my nerves tonight.
I didn't say. I just explained it.
Go ahead, Deanna.
He preaches compatibility all the time. So maybe she feels like, I don't know, she's more compatible with whomever. So a lot of times on this show, and we joke a lot again, we talk about money and it's all about money, but it's really not.
Yeah, see, that's what's kind of pissing me off tonight because I never was that girl, and I'm not trying to come off as perfect, as conceited, whatever the words are. It's just I always look at people for
who they are.
Like,
sorry to put words in your mouth.
I mean, I get the point. You know, we as women, we want someone, you know, that's financially stable, that's going to take care of us, I get that. But I'm not going to be out here just looking for, I'm not going to be out here looking for Timothy because Timothy makes 6 figures. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm speaking for me. But yes, it does feel good when you have someone in your life that can help you financially. It does feel good to have a man in your life that can take care of you. You all can do things together. You can go on trips and, you know, you can eat at fine restaurants. And I get all that. Yes, I think every female will want that.
But where's your identity? Where's your identity in at the point of, for instance, this is a friend of mine who married a guy who's a Southern guy, and some of the things that Victor say about some Southern men, folks, that they like to, you know, if they make good money, they like to pay, you know, they pay the mortgage, they pay the bills in the house. You understand? But my friend who has a husband like that, she's also an airline stewardess because she has to have some type of identity and independence. Even though they're a couple and they work together, she still has to have some kind of identity and independence for herself. And that is self-worth as a person, unless there is a reason why you can't work or you don't want to, or you can't do those things to have those identities. And if you can't, then some people become good homemakers, good parents, good mothers, and they do those kind of things. But they got to be some kind of self-worth of the other partner. Because if there's no self-worth, then there's no identity at the end of the day. And then you become a liability in the relationship.
Maybe I live in La La Land, but I feel like, why can't I have both? Why can't I have somebody who is able to take care of me, not do it all by himself, don't get me wrong. And you know what I'm saying? Why can't I have
someone to love you?
Yeah, why can't I have both?
I want that as well.
Oftentimes,
I think all females want, I just said all females want that man that's able to take care of them, that's able to pay bills, that's able to go on trips and all of that good stuff. We all want that.
And see, we're taught.
But I'm not out here trying to choose a man that's making 6 figures.
But wait a minute, Veronica, that's what I was trying to, all I was saying was, and I was trying to convey is that y'all have, all right, so typically, men pursue women. All I'm saying is when you choose a man, choose the best candidate, and finances should be part of the selection process. That's like all I'm saying.
So it's not like similar to a job. It's similar to a job to get the best candidate. There's nothing wrong with that.
So Veronica, I get what you're saying, and I agree with everything that you're saying, because you're right. It's not all about money, but I feel like sometimes we've all had friends or no friends that have said, you know what, I should have chose so and so because that person made more money than this person, and I think I would have been happy. I'm not saying that is either one of you, however I'm pointing, but we all know somebody who said that.
Yeah. Can you put up Natasha Tony's comment?
Well, first I want to go to Cheryl. Cheryl says the money is good, real good, but sometimes the other dude is more humble than the big baller over there.
Okay, so guess what?
He's not compatible.
But so this is the thing. What's more important to you?
Exactly. What is
That's
more important?
all I'm saying.
Because if you want, because some women want that flamboyant guy. They want that flamboyant guy that comes in and he lights up a room versus the guy that's humble and no personality and is boring. Come on. Now, stop that. Now, some women don't want that. Now, y'all say that, but y'all don't want no boring guy. I'm not saying they got to be flamboyant to the point that, you know, they're always the life of the party, but you don't want no brother that is, it's nothing wrong with being humble from the perspective, but knowing yourself, but not some boring guy. I don't care how, at the end of the day, you don't want no boring guy.
I've been considered boring or whatever because I'm not the life of the party. So all that, to me, it is what it is. But my only question is, why do we have to feel like money is bad? Like, money's not bad.
I'm not saying
money is not bad.
I'm not saying money is bad. We need money. We need money.
Let me throw some accent salt on this conversation just a little bit. Can I sprinkle a little accent salt?
Yeah, then I want to get to Natasha's comment.
Y'all, because Natasha is on point tonight.
Yeah, she is.
Y'all will date a guy just because he has a big penis.
Wait, wait.
Fatine, will they do it?
Ho.
Without a job?
How we don't know?
Without a job?
Without a job.
You'll test
my cousin.
Veronica's like,
that has never.
No, I'm saying not me.
My cousin lives in the Bronx right now. Has never had a job a day in his damn life. He can die right now and Social Security wouldn't pay him shit. But this motherfucker got something walking around here. I'm telling you.
That he's slaying them.
He's
slaying them. He's slaying them. Killing them. Yep. And that is true.
My cousin gets flown out like he a damn woman.
Yeah. Some went. Yeah, that is true.
A
maintenance man.
Some women love that.
Yeah.
Some men love that. Sounds like.
Yeah.
And that too.
My cousin ain't but can y'all please talk?
I just want to put Natasha. I want to read this comment here. See, 1 minute women want independence. Then the next, we want love and financial stability. We are unstable creatures. Laugh out
So
loud.
We
And
are.
I do see
I'm
some
glad
women
she
are like
said
that.
that because I wanted
I'm
to say
glad she
something
said
about it
that.
earlier. So I think, and this is just my opinion, we use the word independence when it's not really needed. What interdependence, where we're both a unit and we're relying on each other. We're still separate entities, but we still rely on each other. So maybe it's not. I'm independent because I have to be. I would love to be interdependent on somebody. So maybe sometimes when we say independent or want to be in a relationship, keep our independence, maybe we need to say interdependent, my opinion.
I just think what you're saying, I can agree with. Somebody told me this before. He said, take two circles. Take two circles. The first circle you're doing as a couple together and you're moving in the same direction. Then, Deanna, the next circle is the next two circles, him and you setting some of your own goals that you may want to set for yourself. So that comes your interdependent, if you want to say interdependence or independence, doesn't mean your independence is separate from the unit. It's just
Right.
that you have separate goals that you tend to work on, even though you all are part of a unit. So it's nothing wrong with that. And I
Yeah.
encourage that because that's growth. That's individual growth. If we shut down our individual growth, we are not growing, folks. And we can't do that. Can't do that.
And I get that a lot of us, like I said, are independent because we have to be. So when we get with somebody who we can be interdependent or depend on, it's just a hard adjustment.
That is true. And but I think we talked about this with last week. Things have changed so much that more, especially
Well, who you looking at,
black
Big?
women are independent now because a lack of black men being there. And I'm talking about being there, helping to raise their children, this, that, and the other. Is not a unit as much as it used to be. You look at the rise of divorce, you look at the rise of the breakup in the family, and you look at the less people getting married at the end of the day. So I'm just saying that you have more women independent and you have more men being independent today and versus being more of a unit.
So Noah says, I can care less how much money a young man dating my daughter is making as long as he's treating them with the utmost respect, because at the end of the day, they will never be broke as long as I'm living.
That's true.
I hear
That's
that.
true.
No.
Let me see. Cheryl says, Victor White, I think how they treat me is more important because we can work on the bank, but you can't normally change how someone acts.
Well, see, that's the thing. When she say you could work on the bank, I get it. For the most part, women love a project, building a man.
I ain't doing it no more.
But
what is this? Build a bear now?
Build a bear.
Build a
Build a
man?
man for the
What
shop.
the hell is this?
But let me say this. Let me say this. I would not be who I am today if it wasn't for the women in my former life, because they all played a part in molding me to who I am. They had nothing to do with my career. Nothing. But as far as how I look at things, right, how I structure my life, how I do this, and I'm not saying I'm perfect because I'm not, but I feel like I've experienced so much, and I ain't gonna say messed up, but I've whatever. I don't want to say messed up. I want to say experience, but experience might not be the right word. But I really feel like they have shown me, different sides of whatever. I mean, I don't know what I really want to say.
That's life experience, Victor. You pull different pieces, different wisdoms from other people that help mold you to who you are today. That's
exactly. How they built you up for the other woman.
But I don't want to even say they built me up for the other woman. I just say that they made, like Fatim said, they made me aware of a lot of things that I was unaware of. So I thank them for that. You know what I'm saying?
I give you the bell for it, bro. I think you put a period on that, brother. That's all you got to do, man.
I'm gonna put a period on it because I feel
it.
like I'm gonna get cussed out by the end of the night, but I'm gonna just let it go. Oh man.
Well, let's see what's going on in these comments.
Marvin says women definitely helped me and still are helping me to become a better man. Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly.
I mean,
what you mean? What you mean? I
mean, we as women have men that, you know, make us better women as well. You know, even going through, you know, past relationships and things like that, you learn from them and you better yourself from them. So let's see what Chris Lucky is saying.
Yeah, I start out halfway. He says dating down is when that person can meet you mentally. Can't meet you mentally. If I can't have an intelligent conversation, if you don't have the personality that makes me smile, don't have the same morals and values that I have, same value of family, then you're dating down. This terminology of taking care of someone is off. A requirement to pay your bills, get your hair done, etc. is gold digger shit. Taking care of your needs is what should be done for your mate.
All right, Chris, you get a little something there, my brother.
Oh hell no, because all three of y'all was against that. Don't even try it.
Against what?
All that what he just said.
No, it wasn't. My point was I was not against any of that. My point was we always make it seem like wanting or requiring money is bad. It's not.
It's not.
That's the only thing I was trying to say. I don't want a rich man that treats me like crap. I want it all.
I just said, remember, Veronica, I just said the first part I agree with, but I didn't read the whole comment.
Put the comment back up there.
Yeah, put it back up there since it's half a page.
I just said the first. I said the first
dating down is when that person can't meet you mentally.
That's it.
Right. That right there. That's right on point. If I can't have an intelligent conversation, agree with that. If you don't have a personality that makes me smile, I said that. You date a boring person, don't have the same morals and values I have, same value of family, then you're dating down. That's not in your lane. This terminology of taking care of someone is off. A requirement to pay your bills, get hair done, etc. is gold digger shit. Taking care of your needs is what should be done for your mate. He's putting needs over necessities, not necessity, wants. I'm sorry, needs over wants. So now that I feel it, that's what he's saying. Needs over wants.
I get it.
I agree with him. That's why I give him a bell again. I agree with every damn thing he said.
Veronica, you giving us the evil eye.
Yeah, I agree with you.
Y'all off the chain tonight. I can't.
I'm just letting y'all know. So
we just a little ricochet rabbit around here tonight.
I mean, to each his own. I mean,
so
yes,
what's the
I know
of what we said because I'm confused.
Yeah, because I think everything he just said.
I don't want
to because y'all making it seem like it's all about money. Yes, we know bills have to get paid. We know that, you know.
No, we're not. We're not. We're not making it seem about money.
We're just saying that it plays an important role.
Yes, it plays an important role.
That's all.
But
Veronica,
it's not the all in all.
My point is this: if a man wants to choose a woman, if the woman is saying she is about money, if you cannot afford to date her, do not date her. Find you somebody in your price range. By price range, I mean somebody who you're compatible with. There are women out there that love to say, let's just go on a picnic. Let's just do something cheap. Let's just Netflix and chill. Cook me something to eat. There's millions upon millions of women that want to do that. But what I'm saying is stop going after the women that want to go to these expensive restaurants, that want the Christian Louis Vuittons, that want the Gucci purses and the Chanel purses. If you
If
can't
you can't
afford to be
afford
with her,
them, that
you
stay out of
shouldn't
that
be
lane.
looking at her.
Stay out of that department store.
That's
Stay out of
all I'm
that lane.
saying.
That's it. Because that's
There's so
something
many
that's
women out there that love the simple shit. Those are the women you need to be trying to find. Leave these high class, high maintenance women alone if you can't afford to do that. That's all I'm saying.
So I don't think people are wrong either way. I guess
They're not.
But I don't always want to be perceived as it's about money. It's not, but money is a big deal. People divorce because of money. People break up because of money. People lose stuff because of money or lack thereof. So we have to know that it's not. I don't want somebody with money who treat me like crap at all.
Oh, let me ask you. Wait. I got a question for you. Wait, ladies.
That's my thing.
Ladies, I got a question for you. Okay, it's not about the money.
It's not all about the money.
Oh, wait a minute. Let's deal with that. You're both married a brother that has everything. He's an all-around guy, good personality, good looks, and has that high six-figure job. He steps out on you, or he does something that breaks your trust, and then you divorce him. Would you say it's not about the money no more when it's time for alimony to be paid? Would y'all say it's not about the money and walk away and don't take a penny from him?
So a lot of stuff goes into that. A lot of stuff goes into that. The amount of years we've been together and all types of stuff. So just to say that I'll just be like, oh no, or oh yeah, well, I can't answer that and be honest with you.
Because I know because it's about the money. It's about the money. I hate to say it, but it comes down to about the money. You're not going to walk away if this guy is making $250,000 and y'all break up for whatever reason. You're not going to say it's not about the money. Let him go scot-free. Hell no.
Veronica, I want to throw you in here because I feel like the next time I see you, you're going to swing on me. So let me
look at that black woman neck move.
So let me say this. So if you meet a guy, not to say you didn't meet a guy, but if you meet a guy and he has a little money and he says, well, Veronica, I want to fly you to Paris for us to get some dinner tonight. Jump on my private jet and let's go. Will you tell him, you know what, sir? That's not what I'm used to. I'm a decline.
Let's go to Denny's.
Golden Corral.
Yeah, Golden Corral.
No, we're gonna get that experience, bro.
Exactly.
Yeah, there you go.
To be honest,
there you go. Deanna.
To be honest, I have been offered to be flying to Paris.
Yes,
I didn't say you didn't.
So yes, I did turn. Okay, I'm lying.
Girl, I was about to be. I
couldn't keep it going. I couldn't keep an honest face.
I had to learn
so
some
what
tips.
I'm saying is, like Natasha said, she said her first date with her husband was at a buffet, which is great because if I take you to a buffet, you can get what you want. You know what I'm saying?
There's nothing wrong with it.
But I think a lot of guys, what we do is we try to set the bar so damn high. And not to say a buffet ain't high, but we try to set the bar so high.
They can't keep up with it.
Exactly.
There you go.
Start out like you can hold out.
Yeah.
And a lot of times, y'all little nappy head chicks, y'all
we ain't nappy, sir.
Y'all love.
You keep shaking it, Deanna.
Shit.
Keep shaking
see
it,
that.
But what I'm saying is, Veronica, be real with me. Y'all love simple things.
Yeah.
Y'all love the simple gestures, and I think we put pressure on ourselves trying to impress y'all.
There you go. And it don't take all of that. To be honest, it don't.
But when we meet y'all, stop putting that pressure on us.
Yep,
you put it on yourself.
No. When y'all with your girls out there, y'all sometimes put that pressure on us, fellas.
Listen, I'm not going to be fake for no one. Okay.
So
I don't have to be fancy and all out here and showcasing this and showcasing that. That's not me. Okay. And I feel like because I am a simple girl, I feel that someone like Victor, and now I'm looking at you side-eye, Fatine, I feel like y'all looking down on me because I'm this simple chick. It don't take much for me.
And that's why
I'm not looking down on you at all.
That's what I was going to say. That's exactly what I was going to say. So
how the hell am I in Facebook jail?
we
ahead.
present ourselves to the world like
good.
if we present
You
ourselves
took
to the
that damn
world
shirt
like,
off. That's why you.
oh, I don't require this and I don't require that. That's, in my opinion, that's what we're going to attract. People who feel like, well, I don't have to do much or whatever the case may be. So sometimes we may have a hard shell on the outside, but when people get to know us, they may know Deanna don't require that much. Or
But sometimes
Veronica
y'all
don't.
put that. Sometimes some women put that wall up. For instance, Deanna, Veronica, and 5 other ladies are out at a club. You two may be the easier ones out of the group, but if we don't approach you and realize that y'all are the down to earth ones, and we get the high maintenance one, that's what we walk into sometimes. Sometimes we don't pick the down to earth woman that makes it easy, because a lot of times some men is looking for that down to earth sister because they don't want to go through all the ups and downs. But sometimes the wall is put up by other women that sometimes we don't even get to the down to earth women. And that's unfortunately.
When y'all say we put pressure on y'all, this is just my opinion because I'm not a man.
Some women do put pressure on us.
So when guys see a woman, right. I think they visually assess this woman, right? Yep. So when they visually assess the woman based on what they see, they put certain pressures on themselves, I think. And then once they get to know her and they know she likes this and she like that, she may not even be saying to him, I require this, and this. But just from what they see and they learn about her, they knows what she like. They know what she likes, so they put that pressure on themselves.
But what happens is, if you're out and we're not only assessing you, Deanna, we're watching you carry yourself in the night. How you, let's just say you're out. A lot of times, because somebody just sees you, that don't mean they approach you. They'll watch how you move. And if they see how you move, how you're responding to people, sometimes people they may draw the wrong conclusions. They may do that, but that's how people draw the conclusion. I always say people that have no problem being turned down, especially a man has no problem being turned down, will approach a woman because they're never scared of being turned down. A guy that may be a little timid, at the end of the day, that's scared to be turned down, his feelings are hurt, they sometimes are hesitant and they assume that some women are high maintenance, and they may not be high maintenance, Deanna. They may not be.
Right.
Some men will look at you right now and say, I think this sister's high maintenance because you look that way. And it could be a totally wrong assessment, but they are judging from certain things or stereotypes that they play into out here in the world.
And just because I don't, in a sense, or we don't feel like we require a lot, I don't think we got to present that to the world. I think some things people need to learn about us. You know what I'm saying? As they get to know us, they need to learn that about us.
So let's get to some of these comments.
That I can't comment on because somebody reported me.
Locked up, won't let me
We all sometimes misinterpreted the Bible. Money is not the root of all evil. The love of money is the root of all evil. That means what would you do for the money is when evil appeared. That is true. Jason says, man, money come and go. If you build your relationship based on money, it won't work.
Right.
Facts.
How am I in Facebook jail in the middle?
Probably because you had your chest hair on.
So that means somebody had to report me.
It wasn't us.
Nope.
I got a feeling who it was.
Probably was Cheryl. She tired.
I don't think it was
Is Cheryl in the comments?
I just played.
I don't think it was her, but I got a feeling who it was.
Yeah. Let me see. The wrong love or intentions with money is the root of all evil.
Right.
Natasha says, hold on, Veronica. Don't say it doesn't take much. People will feel like they won't have to do much. No.
I know, Cheryl.
I feel like that too, Veronica. I feel like if we present that.
No, I'm not saying that I'm easy to get. That's not what I'm saying. I'm just saying that I'm not out here trying to look for this man that making 6 figures.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. If there's a good man, he has a job, he's able to provide and all of that. It doesn't have to be a man making six figures or,
Right.
I'm just saying, like,
Right. I
that's
agree to
not
that.
me. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not saying I'm easy and anybody can just throw something out there to me and I grab it.
Right.
Hell no.
Right. I understand. I mean,
Because I'm definitely a tough cookie. This
right.
this smile,
Right.
don't let it fool you.
Yeah.
I
I
mean,
mean,
I
I
have
don't.
common sense. I have good
Yeah.
sense.
Yeah. Well,
But I'm just saying, like,
yeah,
it's not. Go ahead,
yeah, but
Fatine.
I was just gonna say I don't know your parents per se in a sense of knowing them for years, but I know when you speak of them, when I see them on Facebook, I know what they represent, and you don't seem to be far from the tree when it comes down to certain morals and certain things about life, and you take life serious, and you're not no fool. But you, at the end of the day, like you said, you're not high maintenance at the end of the day. So I just think, and I look at your parents as, again, I don't know them, but just looking at them, it's that they are folks that are down to earth. They may have their own ways, but all parents do. But at the end of the
Right.
day, I think at the end of the day, you represent them well, and you don't fall far from the tree.
Yeah, I think you're a great woman.
Mm-hmm.
It don't require much
Thank you.
for me to be honest with you, but it doesn't require. But I can also say that I've been in a place where I've accepted less, way less than I deserved, and I won't do it again.
Mm.
So
I mean, yeah, that's what I'm saying. We learn from past relationships, things that we will accept and things that we won't accept that we accepted in past relationships. Well, we will try to avoid those things, you know?
We
So,
all. It's all about. Oh, Eric Litton says, Victor White, I got $40 to bond you out of Facebook
I
jail, bro.
I know who reported me, but we'll take care of that in a little bit. I know
Okay.
who reported me, but it's
oh
what it
boy.
is.
dun 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 dun.
Cheryl said, Vic is my homie,
Yeah,
even
I
though he
know it
picked
wasn't
somebody.
her. Hell no, it wasn't her. I know it wasn't her.
Yeah, Cheryl's cool people. Matter of fact, I wanted to give a shout out to Cheryl. Cheryl, I came on and acknowledged some things on Facebook. I just want to give Cheryl a shout out. You meet a lot of people out here in different platforms, and they befriend you or however through Facebook or social media or whatever. And you got some real good people, Mr. Sammy and Marvin Tony. I remember we were going at it a little bit. But you realize that there's good people out here. So at the end of the day, I just want to give a
Yes,
shout
we
out
have
because I
met some really
appreciate
great people through
it.
Tangy Tea of Life.
That's
Mhm.
who it was. Eric said exactly who it was.
I want to get to Natasha comment. She said, let people learn you. Don't tell people like it won't take much and you like the simple stuff. Let them learn that.
I agree.
Well, most people know Veronica, and most people know that Veronica is humble and down to earth. And I'm just a simple country girl. Like,
But do
of
you?
course, we say it all the time. Don't put your business out. Don't let a man know things before getting to know you. We say it all the time. But I'm just saying, people that know me and know my heart already. So, I mean, it's not like I'm saying, oh, well, I don't like blah, blah, blah. I'm just saying, like, I'm not that girl to, like, I'm simple. Like,
Well,
I'm
I have a
not I'm
question
not
about that
I'm not
simple.
sa- I'm not saying that I don't love nice things. Do not get me wrong. I'm just saying it doesn't take much.
I think we're
Something.
all kind of saying the same thing, to be honest.
Yeah, we
Just
are.
different ways.
Where Veronica, you said something. You put this out months ago. And I think we were talking about how we all have shortcomings and how we can improve on ourselves. And there's one thing that you put out there. Have you worked on this? In a sense, you talked about you could be a nag at times. Have you worked on that? Have you worked on that? Have you gotten better with that?
Yes, I
Okay.
have. I'm telling you things that I like. I pray a lot
Mhm.
about, things that I've been through in the past and I do feel like I'm a better person than, what I used to be. And, I think the older we get, the wiser we become.
Hopefully we
Things,
become.
huh?
Hopefully we become. A lot of
Hope.
people just hopefully we become.
Yeah. But I mean, I'm not knocking anyone, and I say this a lot. Like, I'm not perfect. No way damn near of being perfect. But I don't want to come across as a Miss Goody Two Shoe or whatever
You're
like
not.
that. Because I don't want people thinking that.
I think I'm perceived as a gold digger, but hey, it is what it is because I know who I am. So it is what
Why,
it is.
Deanna?
Just
Why
like
do you think?
Stevenson says, Veronica is crazy. Yes, that's my classmate. Stevenson know me. I mean,
Mm. I
I
want
don't
to
know.
know
And Tasha says,
why.
to be honest, no woman is simple. You got that
Mm-mm,
right.
mm-mm. There are
So,
layers to us
Deanna, a question for you. Why do you feel some people think that you're a gold digger?
because
Because
at the end of the day, we talk about money a lot, and we do. And I don't. It's a requirement. Not you don't have to be rich. I promise you, you don't have to be rich. But it's people need money, and when you say things like that, a lot of people, men in particular, feel like, oh, she just want the money. No,
I mean, you like what you lack. You know what I'm saying? Like you said, you can't do anything without money. That's a necessity. We need money.
we
But
need it,
I'm
and
just,
that's all I'm saying. Like it's not he got to be rich. No, we don't have to. No, he don't have to be rich at all. But it requires money. I watch people couples argue. I grew up watching people argue about money and things like that. So it is a big thing in relationships. It is.
I mean, and you get a lot of couples that, break up. You get marriages that end because of financial reasons. I mean, money plays a big part. A big part. So,
I
thank
want to
you,
comment on so
TT.
I want to comment on so many things, but I can't right now. But
Why?
we're gonna block this person by the end of this night.
What?
I want to comment in the comment section, and I can't because
Well,
I'm
send
on.
it to me. I'll comment. Deanna is not trying to date Tommy. I feel you.
Facts.
Exactly. We
And I'm not.
none of us is trying to date Tommy.
That's all I'm saying.
Who
That's
is
all I'm
Tommy?
saying.
Well,
But
Tommy
Pam.
Martin,
Wait a
Martin.
minute. What Pam did, and they
well,
seem
that's
happy.
Pam, but we're
And
not
that's
Pam.
TV.
Sorry.
And that's
That was
TV.
it.
Sorry. So
God
let's
bless his.
don't.
God bless Tommy's soul because he's not here.
Should
Yeah.
men? So what Jason said is, should men require you to have money too?
If that's what he desires. If that's what if a man desires a woman who makes X amount of money, or who, I think Vic was saying something about having somebody with a career. That's a personal choice. I don't think all women across the board require men to have a certain amount of money. I don't think it's across the board. I think it's relative to the people. If a man requires a woman to have such and such, then get a woman that has that.
I think it's a trade-off. Again, I don't try to get personal, but I look back at my life and I see that if I had a career woman, then maybe my children wouldn't have did as well in school versus not having that career woman, but had somebody that was putting the time in and building that family base and nurturing the children to become who they are today. And it's a trade-off. It depends on what you want and how you want to do things as a unit. You could have two working parents and the children still can grow up and be fine at the end of the day. I'm not knocking that, but there's a trade-off sometime in a sense of what you choose and how do you go about it. It's a trade-off, and you have to look
So
at
so
what you want.
so Sly Jeffrey says, ladies on the panel, what is a suitable dating range for you all?
Money wise,
I,
What is
that's
a
what
suitable range for you all?
Right.
Meaning, yes, money wise.
I'm not answering that.
Why?
Veronica.
Good one. I like this. That's a good question.
Why are
Veronica,
you not answering?
Yeah.
I'm not a lady.
No, I ain't talking to you.
I'm
asking
not
you.
answering it because
Wow.
I feel like some questions, no matter what you say, it can be spun. Is that a word? Into the wrong direction.
Okay,
However,
then,
so
but
You would have put
I
that down on the Scrabble board, spun.
for
So.
me, spun. It's spun is a word. But I just don't want to answer
so
that
what's the
question.
maximum? Just tell me the maximum.
Ain't no max.
Exactly. So now that there's no max, we know that there is no max. So what's the minimum?
I'm not getting into that, sir. So a few weeks ago, there were some questions you did not answer, so I'm gonna get my pass tonight.
No,
You take
I'll
the-
answer
plead
any
the
question
fifth.
now.
Go ahead, Veronica.
Veronica, what's your max?
Max or minimum?
Max.
Max and minimum.
Ain't no cap on that.
Well,
okay, so what's the minimum?
To be honest, my husband was a police officer, my ex-husband. So take it from there. We all know police officers, like you talked about before, do not make much here in South Carolina. Well,
On paper.
well, hell, he wasn't stealing.
I know he wasn't.
But so take it for what it's worth.
See, she's not answering the question either. We're just not answering that question.
So what's the max, Veronica?
Sky's the limit, sis.
The max that I would date?
As far as, so would you date a guy that makes more than $1 million a year?
I'm not gonna just come off and ask him, do you make $1 million?
Would you date a guy that makes more than $1 million a year? Yes or no?
If we're compatible, why wouldn't I?
That's a loaded question.
So you would.
Would
you date a guy that makes more than $10 million a year?
Where are we going with this?
According to Vic, we wouldn't be compatible.
I didn't say that.
Today you did.
So that's where you going?
I'm trying to find your cap.
There's no cap, sir.
You said that. I want her to say that. Is there a range?
This going back to what Aubrey's saying. A man with money doesn't usually care if the woman has money.
Listen to what no, that's not what I'm talking. What I'm saying is there a price range where you will say, sir, I cannot date you because you make too much money?
Never. Not ever.
It's a yes or no question.
Who says that?
N-O.
I am asking you. Is there a man?
Man, you know the answer. No, like you.
Deanna, this question is strictly for Veronica. You've already answered it. This is for Veronica. Is there a man? Jeff Bezos is the richest man in the world. Does he make too much money for you? For him to date you?
No, because I feel like I'm worth it, honey.
Okay. So $122 billion is the top. All right. Can a man that makes minimum wage date you?
Nope.
As long as he can pay a bill.
A bill?
Yeah. So we back to my 278. I've been waiting to bring this 278 back now. Huh? We back on the 278.
Did he just start this job or he been in this job for a long period of time?
I'm 278 strong. Will you date me with my 278?
Yeah. I already answered that 2 weeks ago.
Deanna? So Deanna's whatever.
Deanna won't be able to shake that hair.
So Deanna don't want.
Deanna
don't be able to shake it.
Because Deanna's shaking hair and I don't have that 278. So
there
I'm
you
gonna
go.
hair.
There you go.
There you go.
So that's a no or a yes. So I'm good with the 278.
You might be good with it. I can't answer that.
I'm definitely saying I'm not looking to find nobody that's making minimum wage.
All I'm saying is, can you look at me with the love and compassion with Jeff Bezos, 122 billion, and I got 278 in my pocket?
No. You know the answer.
But see, for team, they don't want to answer that.
They don't want to answer that because there's different expectations,
sir.
But it's different expectations. It's a different. You're gonna have a different lifestyle in both of those choices.
The answer should be no, but is it no?
No.
It's whatever you
If
want.
that man
Listen,
is
but that's the
treating me
thing.
good, he is treating me good. He helping me the best way he can.
Why settle? Don't stop. That's what we was getting at all night. If you got a guy that's got 122 billion, and you got a guy that's got 278 strong.
Why would you settle? And they both
exactly.
Why would you settle for the 278?
Wait, first of all, you didn't. No. Wait, you didn't come at it like that. You didn't say if this man over here that's making the millions and the one that's making minimum wage, which one would I choose? You didn't say that.
What I'm saying is the guy that's making minimum wage. Will you give him a fair shot?
He can pay the water bill, Natasha.
The answer is hell no.
And you gonna pay, and I'm gonna pay everything else.
Yes, exactly. And then guess what? There's nothing wrong with that. You know why? Because you women are professional women. You have careers, and you require a minimum. And minimum wage should not be your damn minimum.
So the minimum wage at $7.25 in South Carolina times 8 times 5 is $290 before taxes. You won't even bring
no, you did it wrong. You did it wrong.
How did I do it wrong?
725 times 8 times 4
times 5.
725 times 40.
Vic said 278. It two something.
All right.
No, it's no.
Wait a minute. I got it.
725 times 40
times 40
Is that
hours.
really minimum? I thought minimum wage went up.
It's $290. I'm very good in math. I took calculus. $290.
Well, when they take taxes
$290. Either way, I did it. I know what I was doing.
All right.
Then
So
that's before taxes.
I don't think minimum wage is $7. I think minimum wage is like 10, ain't it?
Not in South Carolina. $7.25 in South Carolina.
All right. So I would think in that tax
you bringing home about $225. If you $225. $225.
No, he's bringing home more than that.
You ain't getting no tips at McDonald's,
bro. We're not going. We're gonna go fuss money because he's not at that tax bracket. He's not getting taxed like we get taxed.
That's true. All right, but okay, but what is he gonna do with $250 a week?
278.
Ah, shit. So you only paying how much taxes?
He's only paying about $20-something in taxes.
Y'all don't pay federal taxes down there.
Yeah.
And state and city.
Bro, $725 is not even $20,000 a year. Look at the tax rate.
So let's get this. Let's put this disclaimer out there. We're not knocking anybody who makes minimum wage.
Please be clear about that.
We're not.
I am totally not knocking that, like at all.
All I'm saying is
I am knocking that if that is a 50-year-old man that's been working 25 years, I'm gonna knock that.
I'm not knocking no one. I'm not knocking no.
If you've been working 25 years and making minimum, something is wrong with that.
Nope.
At 25 years?
Nope.
Nah,
25 years.
I'm not knocking it. Life happens.
Y'all could try to be. Y'all could try to be correct.
Life happens.
Again, working 25 years on the same job, making $7.25. That's a fool.
That ain't gonna be.
That's a fool.
You got
don't sit up there and scared to say that.
You got.
I didn't say somebody 50 years old and just.
How about if they're not educated, Fatine? If they're not educated, and that's all they know.
No,
that's all they know.
You're gonna get a cost of living raise.
Yeah, you got to get cost of living. You ain't no way in the hell you gonna work 25 years and make $7.25 an hour. No way.
But what I'm saying
I ain't knocking them.
But what I'm saying is,
it's by the time to quit that job.
Women with careers, women that make money, y'all need to have a damn minimum, and y'all need to say, well, what you do. Not to say that y'all knock anybody that does that, but if you making $50,000-$60,000 a year, why would you even let a guy that makes $17,000 a year in your space? It's like, why? Unless you truly love him. But to get to that, the initial conversation should be cut off right then and there. If you're not trying to improve yourself, then what are we talking about?
And let me just be clear. I'm going to repeat it. No one stays on a job for 25 years and makes minimum wage. We're not talking about shit happens and you have to take up to minimum wage. I'm saying no one stays on a job for 25 years and makes minimum wage for all those years. That's foolish. That's what I said. So get that straight, folks. Shit does happen. I don't mean I can't go wind up working at McDonald's. I'm not no fool. I'm not saying shit does happen. I'm saying being on a job for 25 straight years and making minimum wage, something is wrong. I don't care being not educated or not.
Let me go to these comments.
If you turn to be a drug dealer, I can't knock you then.
I like what Marvin says. Anybody that get up and go to work, I respect it.
Salute to them. That's right, Marvin.
That's
Definitely.
nice. Right? You can say all those nice little cliches. 25 years on the same job, making minimum wage.
If they getting up and going to work,
I don't give a damn. 25 years. We are foolish. We are black people in this country. Nobody in their right mind stays on no job 25 years and make no damn minimum
So you don't
wage.
respect that man or that woman?
No, hell no, I don't respect you. For 25 years, make a minimum wage. You are a fool. Some things are foolish in life.
That's crazy for you to say.
That's not crazy. If you are 25 years on the same job, make a minimum wage, that's foolish. That's not smart.
That's their decision.
Okay. Got it. I'm not going to agree to it. Sorry.
When a couple pools money, they can have so much more.
Okay.
If your expectation is for him to take care of you, you are the only one benefiting from the relationship. At that point, it's just a business partner.
I don't think any of us have that expectation, Chris. I don't think.
Yeah. Marvin, I just could quote that. Again, shit happens. People lose their jobs. Sometimes we got to go back out there and humble ourselves and start from the bottom. That's not what I'm saying. I wouldn't teach my children that. So how the hell would we do that? That's all I'm saying. I don't say no damn sense. Some things in life is just foolish, and that's foolish.
So my uncle been working at Walmart for 18 years. So you saying my uncle foolish?
He ain't big. I bet you he ain't making $725 after all those 18 years. I call him up and ask him. Text him now.
Oh,
he ain't making. He is not making the same money when he walked in there 18
he
years
makes
ago.
$10.26.
Since 18 years?
Yeah.
I don't think so.
Yeah.
You gotta have a cost of living.
So you calling my uncle crazy?
I said it's foolish. I said anybody that's on a job for that long that's making that kind of money. I didn't personalize this. I said that anybody that's on a job for 25 years making the same money that they started with is foolish. That's what I said. And I'm not going to back it up. I'm not going to back up my words.
You better be glad I'm just playing.
Oh, that's going to get me bad because it doesn't make sense. You don't teach your children. You don't teach a 5-year-old to sell lemonade for 15 years and sell it for a quarter. You don't do that.
You don't knock anyone for doing that, though.
Yes, you do, because that's not smart economics. It's not smart economics. What is wrong with us? We got to be smart with economics. That's crazy.
I'm crying.
25 years selling lemonade for a quarter. I wish my daughters did sell lemonade at a quarter at 25 years old now, and they started when they was 2. Get the hell out of here. What kind of craziness is that?
So Stevenson says, if he treats you like you want to be treated, why not working with him until he get himself together, lady?
Why not get yourself together before you approach certain women?
There you go. I agree with that, Deanna.
I'm just saying, Stevenson.
I agree with you. I'm right with you. Get yourself together first. That's what Victor was saying. Stay in your lane, get yourself together, and if that's what you want, then when you're ready for it, deal with it.
And some women are willing to work with you till you get it together.
Good, Victor.
Find one of those.
Victor, is the light too bright in that closet?
Victor, you are on one tonight.
Like, damn right, you ain't gonna tell me no bull crap like that. That's crazy. That's why I gave you the lemonade stand, because you know that you wouldn't do it. So stop it. Stop it. It's bull crap. You're getting me crazy.
Can you read Aubrey McKay's comment? Oh, Jesus.
Crazy, man.
I need a win tonight, Aubrey.
You're right. Brothers need to get themselves together first.
My man.
What about women?
Them
Us
too.
too.
Them too.
Us too.
Because my thing is, if you're looking for a man with all these expectations, what are you bringing to the table?
Exactly. And that's what Shahrazad Ali was
feel
saying
a couple
last
of ways
week, right?
about that too.
Say that again, Deanna.
But I feel a couple of ways about that bringing to the table stuff. But it's after 10, so
we just got started. What the hell you mean?
No, you just got started. You are on when you woke me way up. I was about to sleep.
Shit, 725 for 25 years. Y'all done lost y'all damn.
Well,
y'all done
that's just like I said earlier. You better be bringing more than that ding-a-ling. Women better be bringing more than that box to the table.
Facts.
It goes both ways.
I agree, Chris.
Victor sleep. He's hiding behind them shades. He's sleep.
Oh my God.
He's so slow. Exactly, TT. Y'all really did help this young man out tonight. Give yourselves a hand, because y'all did a marvelous job.
We did. Now, in the beginning, we catered to the young man for a good little bit.
But then he like, damn, what the hell advice?
I bet you he won't go out there and stay on a job for 25 years making $725 after he heard my ass tonight. I bet you he won't do that.
I don't know, 15.
You really don't know. Okay.
Oh, Jesus. I bet that young man some way straight.
I think Fatin is looking at being at a standstill. No increase is the craziness, not the amount made, but whether you're at a standstill or not.
Correct, Joni. That is correct. You don't stay at standstill in life.
But
and
for
you
got that money was the issue too. The amount too.
Yeah, well, it's the amount, but you don't. But it's the standstill. It's the principle of what I was saying is what Joni picked out. You don't stay there. And if somebody is keeping you there, you don't allow someone to keep you there. You move on. And I gave that example when I wanted that raise and the job said no. And I went from 13,000 to 18,000 because I looked. I didn't stay. I didn't allow a company to set my worth. I set my own worth. And that's all I'm saying. Don't allow someone to set your worth. That's all I'm saying.
Mm-hmm.
That's it. And I'm tired. We as Black people, we don't play our economics right. And we have not been doing that for a long time. And so.
Well,
I've been bad at it. And I've been bad at it too. But I ain't been making no 725 for no 25 years.
I don't think nobody has. I hope nobody has.
I thank you. Except for Veronica Uncle.
Right. She was like, he makes 10. So I was like, oh,
you gonna think my uncle? Oh, damn it. I didn't want to put pressure on
I like the way you stand behind what you said.
I'm gonna stand behind that one because I wouldn't teach a 2-year-old that. I wouldn't teach a 2-year-old that. If I gave this 2-year-old 2 pennies and he becomes 5 years old, I'm gonna still give him 2 pennies? That kid gonna throw them 2 pennies at me. What the hell? What's this 2 pennies for?
Well, I mean, I think everyone should be trying to better themselves.
Yeah, right. My father gave me $2 for allowance.
But I'm not knocking anyone that's out there getting up every day and going to work.
Get it how you live.
I ain't say that. I just said what I said.
Vic, what the hell are you doing?
Oh, God, I'm so funny. Y'all funny.
You mad because you in jail?
He locked up.
He locked up. Singing that swan song.
Listen at Marvin's comment. Y'all better go back, Marvin.
What he say?
He says, Vic, none of those women Saturday night asked us how much we made. Oh, the glasses came off then.
Mm-hmm.
Oh. Do tell.
I got somebody agree with me. Aubrey said 15, you right also. There you go.
Oh, jeez.
There you go.
I want to hear about Saturday too, Veronica.
So what do we
he woke now. You woke now.
Yeah, he wide woke.
What's on our final thoughts about this letter? What's our final thoughts on this letter? So before we leave, yeah.
Very simple. Do not make 725 for the next 20 years, my brother,
Oh,
or you'll be in the
Jesus.
pole house or the outhouse. So no,
Mm.
but on the serious side, bro, just honestly, wisdom comes with experience. So when you talk to folks who have been through things, sometimes we can tell you the hard knocks, the things not to do, and some of the things that we should have done. But for you, my brother, you have to take each step by yourself as you go out there and learn. Be smart, be the best at what you decide to do in anything that you do, because at the end of the day, it may not be the end. It just may be a means to attain an end, to get from one point to the next point. And remember, as they making these things on social media with the crates and this whole crate thing, remember, in life, it's about a stepping stone, and you try to take steps up. Sometimes you'll come back down a notch, but don't let that stop you. Don't let that deter you from your goals. Like Deanna said, set short-term goals, set long-term goals, and not be scared to switch up in life when you get at the crossroads, because you never know what direction you're going to head.
Jason, throw your question out there right quick, because I didn't see it.
I think this is it. All I want to know is, if money is an important requirement, what are y'all expecting this man to do with his income? Money is important.
Ladies,
Anna?
I mean, ladies?
So,
All I want to know is if
I mean, the home has to function.
So what are you expecting him to do with his income?
Which guy? The guy, the 21-year-old?
no,
Yeah,
No.
I guess he's talking
Yeah.
about
mean-
what we was talking about for the past.
Yeah.
We gave this guy that wrote the letter 30 minutes. For the rest of the show, we was talking about gold digging and all of that stuff. So he's saying, if money is an important requirement, what are y'all expecting this man to do with his income?
So for me, Jason, it's not just about the man's income. Not just the man's income. It's about both incomes. So the homes have to run, kids have to be taken care of, vehicles have to run, things that he requires individually, the woman requires individually, the kids need. So it's not just about his income, the expectation of his income, because we bring income to the table too.
Wait a minute.
Are we talking about marriage? Or are we talking about relationship?
Wait a minute. She said too much to start with. Because first of all, if he doesn't have a lot of income, you shouldn't be having kids with this guy. All right. So let's take kids.
Yeah.
Let's take kids off the table. No.
No. He asked us the question. So I got kids.
So let me answer that. Y'all, you're saying the kids got to be fed, the vehicles got to be taken care of. Why are y'all sitting here creating bills? So basically, y'all are.
So I was imagining he meant from a marriage standpoint. Not just from a relationship.
The letter, he wasn't married.
We're
What
not talking
damn
about
letter
that
are you
man.
talking about, Victor?
The
He's
letter.
talking about the conversation we've been having all night, like Veronica said. He's not
Jason,
talking about the 21-year-old.
Jason wants to know. We're talking about final questions, and we're talking about the letter.
No, Jason's talking about.
You don't know what he's talking about, y'all.
Yeah, well, they damn sure ain't that letter.
It ain't that letter, because
Go ahead.
in a
Nina.
relationship, in a
man.
relationship, if we haven't pooled finances or merged homes, then
So basically what y'all saying is that y'all will be financially irresponsible and have a kid with a broke guy.
or have we done that?
I didn't say that. I said you will be financially irresponsible and have a baby with a broke guy.
Well, I didn't have a baby
Yes.
from
I'm
a
not
broke.
having
Just
kids.
say yes.
No, I didn't have a baby from a broke
No,
guy.
I didn't
And-
say
I'm
you
not
did.
having kids.
I never said you did.
But will we? No,
I want y'all
I'm not
to
having
speak
any more
as
kids.
representatives for all women.
We can't do that because a lot of women do that.
And you know, if
More than 50%.
Y'all was funny to me tonight.
I mean, you got a lot of people around here walking around, having sex, not wrapping it up like you, Victor. So anything is possible for someone.
But guess what? I can afford not to wrap it up. That's the only difference. That's the only difference. You got guys out here that can't wrap that should be wrapping it up. That's having unprotected sex with a whole bunch of women. That's the whole difference.
So you would date a man with low money, but not get married to him?
So I date with a purpose now. So I'm not just out here dating people to date. So when I date, I guess I don't want to say the expectation is married, but I'm not looking for someone where I know that it won't ever lead to that.
So you said a purpose. So how do you go about your purpose? How does that
10-30?
Like a truck driver?
No, you put it out there. What? No, you said that. I date with a purpose. That's a good statement. That's a great statement.
I said
like a truck driver.
But how do you put this? How do you go about picking this person or allowing this person to pick you? In a sense, you date with a purpose.
So
like
you
a truck driver.
Shut
or
up.
a cab driver.
So you get to know people,
right?
And you get to talk about your non-negotiables and things like that, and you build that relationship from there. But early on, with some things, you just kind of know, like deal breakers, red flags, all those.
Got it. I like and that's important. I don't think you should have left here tonight and left that as an open statement. Thank you, Deanna. Appreciate that.
Well, Jason, hopefully she answered your question.
We got to have the Tonys on here one day.
Yeah, definitely.
We got to have the Tonys on. We have to have Mr. Sammy on. We need to have Sly on. We need to have TT on. We all these folks that be commenting on the show. We need for y'all to make an appearance on the T.
I agree with you, Veronica.
I mean, because all of them become with good comments, like for real.
And I'm gonna eat all that. I'm gonna eat all them females up.
Yeah, because you damn sure gonna turn on them when they come on the show. He like y'all now.
Stevenson said, and Stevenson Pierre.
And Stevenson, that's right, Stevenson. You know, Stevenson, I've been trying to get you on the show for the longest.
Marvin said, are you dating
Cheryl,
or you going on interviews? Which one is it? And then I'm out.
So if you're a good conversationist, all of that just kind of flows. It doesn't feel like an interview. So you're not on the first date. What do you do for work? How much you make? How many kids you got? No.
I ain't gonna lie to you. My first date, I give them a form. Well, two forms: a non-disclosure form and an application. That's what
Veronica,
I give.
final thoughts. You said.
Y'all think I'm asking anybody who's been on the date with me? You get a non-disclosure form because you can't talk about the application. So they better not tell you.
So bad.
So that also was a requirement for your ice cream date.
Let us hear about this ice cream date.
Ah!
Do tell. Veronica, please said, do tell.
Do tell.
We're here for the tea.
Victor gonna kill me. Victor said, "My love."
Marvin is so petty. I swear.
You said,
Marvin,
Deanna,
you want to answer that, sis?
Do you want me to answer that truthfully?
Yeah.
More recent than you think.
That's not an answer. So now you're throwing out the damn sound.
Yeah. More recently than you think. That could be 3 months ago.
So y'all might sit up here and say, Deanna gold digger, Deanna tough, Deanna that, but
Deanna gets hers.
So what was the last date?
When I went. You tell her about this ice cream date.
Okay.
Do tell.
Right.
I didn't even have ice cream, to be honest with you.
So what
it was
had?
Pizza. It was supposed to be ice cream, but it was pizza.
Okay.
That ain't what you say.
Matt, we got ice cream after the pizza, after the date.
No.
Ooh, he said it was chocolate and vanilla. It was a what do you call it?
A swirl.
Yes, honey.
It was a swirl.
Mm-hmm.
So now that I spilled my truth, when was the last time you went on a date?
Who, Veronica?
Well, I know when the last time she been on one.
Latine?
No.
Nah, I'm in a relationship. I'm in a situation.
Apparently, everybody on his.
Situationship.
Okay.
Oh, Lord. Deanna?
Where'd you go, Miss Gold Digger? Oh, wow.
Oh, Lord.
Oh, well. Well, she
So y'all
probably went to Pluto or something.
Y'all call chilling at the house dates too?
Oh, hell no, TT. You can count me out of this. You can count me out of this question.
He would. No, we too young. He like old women with no teeth.
So TT's asking me, would I date any one of these women?
Right, Cheryl.
On the panel?
TT, you being messy, girl. Messy boots. Oh, you got to think that long about us?
You ain't got to think that.
Girl, she went.
Let me say this.
No, don't church
I'm gonna say
it up
this.
like
This
you
is
say.
no lie.
That's a good one.
And that's how I feel.
Bad, yo.
Victor, that was a shut it down now. That was it. Victor did it for the night. That was it. Shut it down. The show's over. The show is over.
It's done.
Victor, shut it down just now. That was a good one. Deuces, man. That was good. Damn, Vic, that was a good one.
So Veronica, maybe we're not in his lane.
I don't want to be in his damn lane, to be honest.
Fine.
I answered the question. You want me to answer it again?
No.
I'm fine. I've been on a recent date.
When I
went. For teen. Now you just said you in a whole situationship. I'm gonna need
I got nothing to do with you.
I'm gonna need you to focus on that.
Okay.
Did you have fun, sis?
Yes.
Good.
So wait. What do we call dates? Do we call chilling at the house dates too?
Can those be
dates?
That's date.
Chilling in the Netflix and the chill.
No, nobody said Netflix.
Oh,
y'all added.
Oh, I'm sorry. Prime Video. Okay, we got it. Yo, please check out this movie, Sylvia. I think that's Sylvia Love. That's a good movie. It's a love story, y'all.
What's it on? Prime Video?
Prime Video. Yeah. Sylvie is not Sylvia, it's Sylvie's Love. It's the the young lady that played Creed's girlfriend in the movie Creed. Mm-hmm. She's in there.
She said they went to the house, Chris.
I was just asking. I didn't say any of that. I was just asking.
Wherever she went, her hair had to flow.
It flowed.
But maybe wait.
Now
she kind of told it. She done told it. She wears a bonnet. So it was at home. That's where it was.
Y'all paint your own picture.
All right, guys, let's get out of here. It's like 10:30.
Yeah.
It is.
Y'all done got on my nerves tonight.
And we love you still.
But I love y'all.
I'm glad I ain't at the station tonight because I wouldn't want to have to drive home. I got to go to DC. Vic, what time you got to be to work? 5?
I got to get up at 3:45, bro.
Yeah, I got to head to DC tomorrow. For the
Deanna,
big march.
was it at your house or his house?
And you still going?
Am I still going what?
That's
what the viewers want to know.
I mean, y'all kind of in my business.
Mm-hmm.
I kind of want to know too, though.
Well, sis, we can talk.
Oh, sis, we can talk.
I mean,
so how about this? So what if I say too much and then I cancel out all the prospects? You can't tell everything.
Oh, so it's more than one. Okay.
No,
Got
I'm
it.
saying we are
No,
on a
you ain't gotta
public
clean it up.
platform.
Prospects. You said you didn't say
We're on a
prospect.
public. See, y'all
Smart
want to press
answer. I
me.
You
love
said
it.
prospects.
No, I missed what she said.
Prospects.
So
She
they
can't
want.
answer the question because she's been on multiple dates.
Dates.
So if she
No,
says
you lying. You lying. I did
Prospects.
not
You don't
say
want to
that,
mess up
sis.
her prospects. S.
Oh.
Prospects.
Oh,
So
okay.
there's
We are
more
on
than
a
one.
public platform, right? And we don't know who we may meet.
that is a
Vic just
fact,
did a whole strip show,
Right.
so we don't
and
know
got
who we may meet.
put in Facebook jail.
That's somebody feeling salty, but
Oh.
Yeah, we're gonna go ahead and X that person on out of here by the end of this show.
Oh.
Do tell.
right, right. Look,
Don't worry,
we
that person
keep
won't be
getting the
viewing this.
nouns like that person.
That person won't be viewing this show no more.
Hmm.
We'll go ahead and block them.
You must be did something awful.
Well, guys, thank y'all for what. Let me first say to this young man that wrote this letter, I pray we helped you out tonight. At the beginning, we did such a marvelous job with giving this man advice, and we hope that you know make the right decisions at the age of 21. Just take your time and make smart decisions. That's all I can say. And go back to some of these comments at the beginning because they were some of the viewers left some really awesome comments for you as well. All right, guys. So yes, Marvin Vic was naked at the beginning of the show. Please go back and watch the beginning. But guys, thank y'all so much for watching tonight. 2 hours and 21 minutes later. We appreciate each and every one of you. And I pray that you guys have a fantastic weekend. We will check y'all out Tuesday on the T, God willing. If you guys would like to be a guest, tangyteaoflife@gmail.com, or you can leave a message right here on Facebook on Tangy T page or my personal page, Veronica Samuel, like this young man did. He came to my inbox and he left this message. So that's all you have to do, folks. And don't forget to give us a thumbs up. Have a great night. Enjoy your weekend. Practice your social distancing because this COVID is no game. Mr. Steal Your Girl don't like to hear that. For
Mr.
somebody
Steal
that
your
don't,
girl, because he don't want to wear these damn masks out here. That's
don't want to wear masks, don't want to wear condoms, don't want to do damn thing.
But they'll wear a cowboy hat and some shades.
Dressed up,
Mr.
just like
No
he said he
Draws.
would in
I
last
don't even
week.
wear draws no more. I stopped wearing draws.
Veronica, yeah, it's time to go.
You don't wear draws?
Hell no. For what? I don't wear no protection.
Veronica
I don't
said,
even wear no
Veronica
seatbelt.
shook her head like,
I don't even wear no seatbelt. I don't even put the toilet paper down on the toilet seat when I sit down. No, I don't do none of that. None of that.
Hopefully, Tasha, we can make that happen. People want Mr. Marvin back.
Of course.
Cowboy hat, hell you. Cowboy hat, hell you. Kenneth, that's your neighbor, ain't it?
Kenneth Robinson?
Travis was the neighbor, right?
Oh, Travis.
Rodney is my neighbor.
Rodney. So.
Probably.
All right, guys.
Kenneth is my neighbor. Kenneth lives up the street.
I was getting ready to say, isn't that your neighbor? I remember you saying that.
Yeah, Kenneth is up the street.
Yeah, Rodney,
I'm
the
sorry.
man that comment all the time.
Yeah, I didn't realize Kenneth was watching. Yeah, hell yeah. What's up, Kenny? Kenny, you got to come up the street, man. You know we're going to get down this weekend.
Yeah.
I bet so.
And I made
all right, guys, have a great night. My co-host, Mr. Steal Your Girl. My boy for teen, all the way from New York, WBLS radio station. And my girl, Deanna, of course, it's always a pleasure to have you sitting here with us.
Oh, Jesus.
And one thing I said, I just want to say this real quick. Last week I mentioned Deanna, and I said tonight she's slaying it with her hair, but she always also reminded me of Leah. And the other day, yesterday was the 20th anniversary of the death of the princess of R&B, Aaliyah. So 2 thumbs up for the memory of Sister Aaliyah, who I got a chance to meet and got a chance to know.
Yeah. Thank you, Fatim.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you all for watching tonight. We will be going back through your comments and commenting if need be. You know, I normally watch the show. I actually sometimes watch the show later on in the night, or I'll watch it during the tomorrow. I'll watch it tomorrow and I'll comment if need be. But thank you guys so much for watching. As always, thank y'all for your support. It will be no tea without you guys. Love you guys. Have a great
Love
night
you all.
until next time.